Hey y'all, it is Tuesday morning, which means it's Patreon time. And um, it's really just going to be straight coaching time because this is really, I woke up this morning with, it's your morning to create. What are you going to do? And I just have to point out the ironies of the sense of urgency I have to do what I'm here to do, and that is create and encourage you to create and fulfill your creative purpose. Because as I understand it from this perspective now, and the continual focus, the one thing about when you do the work you love is because you're trying to fulfill an answer within yourself. And for me, it is, okay, what are we here for? What are we here to do? How are we best reflecting who we are in this fractal existence of holographic beings called the universe and blah, 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 blah. And it is to fulfill your creative purpose. What did you decide to play the Matrix game for? Bottom line. What did you jump in for? What was the purpose of your game strategy this time? What did you want to do? And what I appreciate about the Matrix game is the more you know, the better you play, period. You get it. You get the game. You got the rules. You go, oh, I can change the way I think. I'm not subjected to the programming that has kept me held back. And there are more of us in pain than in joy. And yet joy is something we don't expect to have. We expect to misery, but we don't expect joy. And I'm going, well, what's wrong with that picture? And it's the conditions of our world. It's hard right now. This game is tough. We're a lot of us suffering. And, I can be right with you with that feeling of, I'm just a paycheck away from everything falling apart. And how that boom to the heart energy makes you kind of, you get a vibration from it. And it's a focus of the mind. The mind can see a path and go, wow, I can see myself falling into an abyss, right? Sit with that, feel that, be real with that. And then take a deep breath and shift your body with me. Don't be peeking now. Yes, I'm home in my bathrobe. And smile. And then look at that dream, that visual, that creative purpose push that I'm nagging you toward, and go, and what if? Yes, and then look down that pathway of what that would feel like. Go ahead. It's going to take a minute because you don't have practice enough. So visualize that, what looks like success. What looks like recognition. That atta girl, atta boy, well done. Oof. Look at that feeling also. And sense into it. You feel that same bubble, feel that same giddiness, that, oh my gosh, they like me. They really like me. That satisfaction of pursuing your art and going in the joy of the flow, or I should say the flow of joy. What's that look like? What's that feel like? And stay in that space. Practice that energy. Move into that focus and train your mind. NLP, baby. Neural, mind, linguistic, language, programming. Reprogramming the mind with language. But it starts with a thought first. So kick it into gear. See? Don't go that way. Shift. Shift your energy. That's how you drive. And the only way anyone is able to manipulate you is to manipulate your energy. Because the formula for your art, remember, is time multiplied by your energy, your focus, equals your art. It's just the math formula. So your art is what you spend your time doing. Simple. It is where you focus. And so focus on what you want. It's kind of the hard part, no matter where you're at. And as soon as you get pulled off into the fear, recognize the fear. Recognize it, feel into it, understand it, and then shift. You got to retrain your body. If you leave that energy intact of fear and then make a decision, not a space you want to make decisions from. It's usually a decision made out of fear is usually the wrong decision. I say usually because I can't prove it to you and I haven't looked it up. So, but think about it. Think about it. We retreat. We don't go forward. We are in safe places. I remember a statement about when you're young, you should be a Democrat, but when you're old, you become conservative, trying to hold on to what you've gained, and you become conservative, Republican. Well, I don't want to go into the politics of it, but it is that energy of holding on. And as we age, holding on is something the past and history kind of locks you into mentally. You keep thinking about it. You remember this, you remember that, you have a history. And so to break those historical patterns takes changing your position. So focus and make your energy work for you. Don't let yourself be manipulated. And as a note to self, some triggers I wanted to share with you to avoid the traps for your time. Because energy, TV, Netflix has taken over, from what I understand. I haven't really seen it in Ecuador, though somebody's charging or I got some odd charges from a Netflix to my bill, and I went, I've never even seen any of this stuff in the last year. I've been finding some false charges. I went, Netflix? No. Facebook, scan it. Learn how to scan it faster. It is an amusing read when you flash read. Because when you see one story that so contradicts the one right on top of it, you just kind of go, this is kind of wild. So learn to flash read and get a sense, take a pulse. Make sure you're getting real good news source. You know, I look at the Physicians for Social Responsibility, the Moms Against Nuclear Action. I'm like, okay, let's get to the people who care and get their feeds and use their information as your source. Forget the news sources. Go to the people who care. That's who your new news sources are. So pull the information out, and then you'll find a better way of understanding the pulse of what is going on our planet. And you'll have to do different sources from around the world, but stay abreast. Don't be ignorant to it. Don't shut it out. Because what I'm seeing now is that Mandela split problem, right? That dichotomy that's happening within our psyches, where we can just stay in that train of thought and never be able to realize the opportunity and walk a different direction. And consciousness gives you the reality that you have the choice, that there is more to this path. So double up your time with you. the silent time. I'm funny, this spot I'm sitting in was a studio space that I created for Abby, my roommate, when she was here. And I so enjoy just seeing the color in her world and her stories. And now that I'm sitting in a chair, which is what I thought about it when I first sat down, I'm like, ooh, I like this corner. I went, oh, this will work. And to comfortably share in a place of joy, not fear, not, oh God, we gotta get this done, but it's a moment of second focus. This way, second focus. And I encourage you to try something you haven't done before, that you've thought about and went, oh, maybe I want to do that one day. Today, make an action toward getting the information and taking a step forward to the unknown, and let it take you to a new path of opportunity. With this full moon energy that we are in, big day here, big day, live, big one, big one. It is important to use it it's an open channel, it's a portal, it's an opportunity to take in what is available to you, to connect. Spiritual, intellectual, the pineal, that everybody's awakening. I just saw Jordan Peterson share his spiritual awakening story on stage earlier this month, and I went, oh, go ahead, bro, you're gonna connect too. So it's a beautiful thing to see the dots connecting, and something I've been able to observe now since 2012 for me. And I want to say, chunks of these things kept opening up, and it's like getting brain cells back. And for me, feeling like I lost several of them with some cocaine overdoses back in the day. It was like, I was grateful to get anything. And then to have chemotherapy and know you get brain fog after that, I'm like, oh, please, just hold on to this thing, that let it work for me still, and let me figure this out. And it's been the joy of my life to work to figure it out, baby. This is like, okay, what else are you doing more important is what I keep asking. And I'm like, I don't see nothing else. So being able to enjoy the role of the oracle now and go, oh, I get to share what I've learned, y'all. That's the cool stuff. That is my job. That is the purpose of putting on the makeup in the morning and, wearing the uniform, as I like to say. And the reminder that I'm here to do something and to give you the best that I know how. I had my brother Gary Carlson tell me, you should start a good karma school. And I'm like, wait, are we going to talk about karma? Like we're on that game? But the game I've understood, I'm just getting comfortable, is creative purpose. Take care of your physique the best way you know how. No meat. Nothing. Don't eat anything with a heart. Come on. You got to find a way. And if you're in a Western civilization where it is poisoned, then shift your locations. Do the best you know how, and then supplement the heaven out of that baby. I'll be talking about, I'm going to do the mitigation show coming up soon, where I'm going to talk about the products that I have discovered here in our dealing with 5G. And so that'll be coming up probably later this week. I'll get it recorded and then get that up properly and get that to you. So Patreon family, I love and adore you, and you get all my extra goodies because I can sleep now. I can get away with 4 to 5 hours of sleep, and so it gives me lots more research time to get it done. So I'm on getting it done. And as my sister Shayna said, I'm not rehearsing to play in a garage band. I'm rehearsing for the Philharmonic, baby. And I'm like, I like that motivation. And as we say in Hollywood, I'm in it to win it. So game on. Let us hack this matrix and understand the opportunities that are available to us. Bottom line, opportunities, baby. It's your game, how you gonna play, and do it your way. That's all I got to say. Do it your way. When you're worried about what they're gonna tell you, what they're gonna say about you, what they're gonna do about you, you're distracted. Shift and pay attention. And as I was reminded last night, I had a lovely evening with, I don't even know if I should tell you this, because you might beat a path to our door, but I will. You know I will. I did open mic last night at Mestizo, so I got a little gig, local gig, which is really helping me practice the Philly show, really. And as I have been gifted with this opportunity, and I was advised, well, you asked for it, now what you gonna do? So it is to welcome the muse and the creative and encourage that within all of us. Creative purpose. Don't just preach it, baby, walk it. So for my role is the supporter and the promoter of that in this community locally. I get to do that here. So I appreciate that very much. And at the end of the evening, after everybody had left, and it was just a group of us, there was an opportunity made by a sister there who was in the audience who is an Akashic record reader, opened up and said, they're knocking, and said, the records are open. Anybody got questions? Come ask. I went, really? So we did. And we sat under the evening stars in the grass in the garden of Mestizo, and opened up the records where we were all able to access and share. Wow, that was cool. That was, I'm like, I've never had that before. I've had a few readings, but it's like, oh, we can all run through the bibliophiles and listen. So the portals are open. They're group opening now. And the beautiful thing is seeing what can be done with the collective consciousness. Which is why this all started for me. I knew the one-on-one would reach you. I could talk to you. I could say, baby, girlfriend, this is what I'm doing. So, bro, you got this. Show us. We need you. And grab somebody's hand along the way, please, in your local community. So that this is a one-on-one that we get to do together. And then you take it out and multiply, baby. That's how we do it. So Goddess University, to Phyllis Raleigh, to Phyllis Kays when she was little, she had the vision to say, we can all do this. And the story has always been out there. I've seen this story replayed over and over again. The Oracle story is not a new one. And I'm going, oh, that's a cool job. All right. Okay. How do I do it? What do I do? What do I do? Just share what you're learning, kid. Snap. I got that. I got some stories, y'all. And we're going to have some fun doing it. So thank you. It's been almost 20 minutes. And I just want to say, get your charts done. If you're traveling, get your astral travel charts done. If you're not a Patreon member, please get on and stay on, because as I build my team, I got a videographer, an editor, got a sound booth coming, ASMR is coming, guided meditations are coming, and it's the year of the pig, so we all get to get fat and happy in a good way. Namaste, y'all. Love y'all. And I'll figure out how to turn this off now.